Hello friends and welcome to our first official, I suppose, Wholesome Wednesday. How are you guys doing today? Welcome. So anyway, today we're making pumpkin pie, even though it's super out of season. So we're actually doing something a little bit different today. The pumpkin pie I'm making is actually going to be flourless. So it's good for people who are allergic to gluten or allergic to wheat or otherwise can't have traditional flour. What we're gonna be using today, even though my face cam is covering up a little bit of it, is a blend of coconut flour and almond flour. And almond flour has a really nice texture and a really nice flavor, so I'm excited to sort of see what we can come up with. And I figure the flavor of this is gonna go super duper well with the pumpkin and the pumpkin spice and whatnot. I'm using a food processor for the pie crust. You're obviously welcome to just use a pastry cutter or take, little butter knives and just chop it into the dough. So we're using the lazy route and using my really nice fancy food processor. So no manual labor for us. I am getting my 1/3 cup measurement, or am I? Because I have 2/3, I have half. Ah! Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm just dropping shit everywhere, guys. Oh, there it is. There's the 1/3. Haha, I can't count. Ooh woo, I'm not like other girls, I can't do math. Haha. Anyway, first things first, we are going to need 1 1/3 cup of almond flour. I have a generic King Soopers brand. It's almond meal / flour. Finely ground is preferred. So we're just it's gonna clump together a little bit because it is an oilier flour. So just sort of vaguely fill it up and dump it in. So 1, 2, oh, 3, so that's 1 cup, and now I need just 1/3 more. 4. Perfection. We're also going to need 1½ teaspoons of coconut flour, and we're gonna go in and put in 1/2, 1, 1½ Perfection. And basically, last things that we really need is 2 tablespoons of butter. Is this? Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I have a tiny cube of butter in my fridge that happens to be exactly 2 tablespoons. So, I'm so good at this. I planned for it. So I'm just gonna dump this in here. Make sure your butter is cold, by the way. If it's not cold, your crust isn't gonna end up very crusty. It's just not going to be crisp or crunchy. And that's sad because what's the fucking point of having a pie if you're not gonna have a proper crust, am I right? And last thing we need is 1½ teaspoons of cold water. I'm just going to use filtered water from my sink because it comes out pretty cold. So we're just gonna do that super fast, okay? And like the dumb bitch I am, I'm just gonna carry over water in ½ teaspoon increments because I can. I'm just gonna pop the top on this and we can start processing it. I will mute you quickly so that I don't, destroy your eardrums, but stay tuned because I will be back momentarily with hopefully dough. Hopefully. Right now, this is not quite exactly where I want it. So I am just apparently using my fingers here. There's a better way to do this. I'm going to sort of scrape down the sides a little bit here to get some of this extra flour that didn't get mixed in. See right there, we've got some good chunks. And I'm going to put this through and let it kind of whiz around a little bit more. And then we can make a big ball of dough.
Life plays a game, which is a childhood game. There are 3 kinds of people.
So basically what I was waiting for, and it took a little bit, but we got there. But eventually you get a point where all of the dough just sort of comes together in lumps on one side. So remember how it looked kind of like sand before? I just needed to keep processing it until it came together into, you know, something like this. So we did it! It came together. That's very exciting. All right, squad, we're just gonna, boop. So I'm doing the lazy approach. This is a dough that, according to the original cook, you can roll out into a sheet. But honestly, what I like to do with my pie crust is just like slap them in and then just keep pressing them out because I think that's easier. It's just what I prefer, okay? And I'm trying to work semi-quickly here because I don't want the butter to melt too much, but also don't stress about it if you keep this out for a little too long. We're gonna chill it in the fridge anyway. Also, a more like reasonable thing that you can do is to, instead of slapping a giant ball down the middle like I did, you can break up your dough into like 3 or 4 equal portions, space them out in the pan, and then start squishing them down so it's more uniform. Because right now I'm having to like move dough around with my hands to make it spread everywhere to an even thickness. But you know, it's right. It really do be like that sometimes. But anyway, let's chill our pie crust for a little bit. We can just chill it for like 10 to 15 minutes or however long it takes us to whip our filling up. So it'll be all good. I love gourds. Gourds are very gourd. Haha, that wasn't good. Don't laugh. Let me tell you what goes into this pie filling. So there is no condensed milk, but we are using heavy cream instead of condensed milk. So we're doing heavy cream. We are doing eggs. I'm actually going to make this sugar-free for personal reasons, but you can put in normal sugar. Pumpkin pie spice, sea salt, vanilla extract, and optionally you can add a little bit of molasses for flavor. I haven't decided if I'm vibing with molasses yet, so we'll decide at the very end, okay? But let's get that bread. I have a shit ton of pumpkin puree. Ho ho ho. So on the topic of like bowls and kitchen utensils and whatnot, I want to shit myself. The Pokemon Center is releasing like Alcremie themed cute ass kitchenware in April. And like I can't afford to buy the whole collection of like whisks and bowls and serving plates and kitchen scales, but also I think I might. I think I'm gonna. Like, even if it puts me into horrific debt, I think I'm gonna do it. Are they gonna release a stand mixer in said set? No, unfortunately. Or fortunately, actually, no. Fortunately, no. But, they have like bowls and plates. They have an apron that's kind of like this in style, but it's got like Alcremie on it and macarons. And like, I want it, dude. Like, I'm getting it. So basically, I need either one smaller can of pumpkin puree or about 16 fluid ounces. So if you don't recall, 1 cup holds about 8 fluid ounces. So I'm gonna drop pumpkin puree everywhere and worry about it later. So I'm just measuring out 2 cups of this. Excuse me, sorry. I tried not to sneeze on anything. Dude, why did the entire Pinterest app just like crash on me? It's not pulling up anything that I've saved. Which is fine. I don't mind. It's okay. Tequila. I would just like to wish everyone a good day, except for people that write giant intros at the start of recipes and then don't give you a jump to recipe button at the start. We can set our temperature to 350. Thank you for your patience, by the way, while I like get my life together, because apparently I thought it was kind of together and then it just wasn't. You feel me? We're gonna add in a teaspoon of vanilla. And also I'm going to do my lazy hack, which is I like to boil water. Oh no, I stepped in the puddle made by my ice cube. I hate it here. Oh God, I fucked up. Never mind. Do you ever just accidentally set the burner under your plastic food processing, boy? Because I just did. Oopsies. So remember, this right now has vanilla, heavy cream, 2 cups of pumpkin. And I'm just gonna sort of try and make this less of a mess for myself right now. We're going to temper our eggs and then add them in a sec. Slap in some of my preferred sweetener and it's all gonna be Gucci. Once again, you're welcome to just use normal sugar. If that really floats your goat. Yeehaw. I should have probably poured that in a little bit at a time, but I'm a fucking bonobo and I do what I want. Okay, we're still kind of cold, but it's fine. So right now I am doing something Happy suggested to me, which was tempering my eggs. So basically, you sort of heat up your eggs a little bit before you put them into your pie filling. I think I was told 160 degrees. And that's just to keep things from becoming quiche-y. So that's something I didn't know how to do. I will unabashedly admit it. And hopefully this ends up being really cash money, you know? Tequila. Paris is a legit vibe. Just never admit you're from America. Dude, when I went and people asked me where I was from, I said I was from Canada. I was like, oh yeah, I'm from Vancouver. And they're like, oh, Canada, yes. And I was like, yeah, Canada, woo. Don't worry, I'm way ahead of you on lying about where I'm from. We are at 140 right now, so we're almost there. Almost there. Tequila. Oh, 148, baby. I'm out of this clown house. Okay, so we've got a smooth, custardy looking boy, which is incredibly exciting to me. And we're just gonna dump her in. And it's gonna be all Gucci. Hot egg. I love that for me. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Pumpkins. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I didn't set a timer for the pie. Oh no, are you okay? Yeah, he looks fine. So we are definitely adding in a teaspoon of cinnamon. Boys, look at that. She bacon. Honestly, do you guys care if I just eyeball this? I kind of follow my heart when it comes to spices, dude, okay? Yes, we are going to take my little bag of clove powder because fuck putting things in jars. We're just gonna boop, boop. Yes, good. Good. Nutmeg. Yes. And listen, guys, I'm going to put in a little bit of a secret ingredient. First of all, I'm adding the tiniest bit of cardamom because I spent $12 on this bottle of ground cardamom because it's an expensive ass fucking spice. And I'm gonna use it, okay? So just like, doop, like barely any. One last secret ingredient. This is almond extract from my homeland. This is Polish almond extract. I smuggle it back in my suitcase every time I visit. I'm just gonna add like a tiniest bit to it to sort of enhance our crust. See, just like 2 drops, literally 2 drops. It needs slightly more nutmeg. Yo. What if I just like ate this with a spoon? Would that be sus? Oh my god, hold on. Moment of silence, please. For this ribbon. Damn, girl. Just gonna gently jiggle that to sort of even out the top. Let's pop this bad boy in. Sleepy Time is really good. The Sleepy Time Tea Company, well, rather Celestial Seasonings that makes Sleepy Time tea is actually, their company is based in Boulder, which is really close to where I live. So you can just go and tour their factory for free. And let me tell you, they have a room in the factory that is just peppermint because they have to keep it separately from all the other ingredients because everything else will just absorb the menthol. And oh my god, you walk into the pepper room and it's like being baptized, but in an effective way where you actually feel the divine salvation. Like you walk in and you have been cleansed of everything that has ever plagued you. Sometimes in my dreams I go back and I stand there and I'm like staring up at the ceiling with tears streaming down my face, feeling like the absolute and unconditional love of God. Also, I'm not religious, but I'm trying to explain to you how holy of an experience the peppermint room is, okay? Like, it is holy. Like, fuck church, I'm going to the peppermint room at Celestial Seasonings. Check my pie, how much time has passed? We still have 12 minutes on the timer, so it's been 20 minutes. How is she? Hold on, let me get a mitt, because I can't touch it with my naked hands, dude. How are you? Oh, she's really jiggly. She's not there yet, dude. She too jiggly. Okay, but listen, hold on, real talk. Let's chat, okay? Sorry, is this too intense? But basically, what if we made like a marbled pie of like a chocolate and a vanilla cream pie? And then it was just like a calico pie. And then we put cat faces on it. Hello! Yo, I think we did it. It looks perfect. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Let me make some space for the queen. And now we pray. Pray for me, chat, that I don't harm myself irrevocably again. But ta-da! Look at her! We did good, dude! Okay, so now this has to cool for at least an hour. And then I have to put it in the fridge. But we did it! Look at us go! Oh my god, I'm so excited. Look at her! I just want to jiggle her even though it's bad for her. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, I'm stopping. I'm not allowed to baby talk the pumpkin pie.